Cello to the good honey bee yard over there. Okie dokie. Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. 7 a.m. Parrots passing overhead. Yeah, man. Over the past couple of days, well, we having a lot of rain. Plenty rain in the area, man. Night and day. The bees here are very quiet this morning. I'm just going to make a small pass. What I am doing is I am feeding them in the open over here with this open feeder. What I did was this container, the cover, the lid have 3 holes, but I close up 2 of the holes, and the bees are feeding on it very nice. Liquid feed, honey sugar syrup, and I half this 5-gallon container 2 days ago. See the one hole there? That is where they're feeding from, and every so often they will drop down because they get overwhelmed with the liquid, and they'll fall down right inside there in a ball. And that slow feeding is just the ideal thing for these colonies at this point in time. I'm unable to open up any of these colonies here because of the weather condition. Sometimes you might get a day that seem to look all right, but if you take that chance and open it up, within a half an hour the weather pattern could change, the temperature could drop, and then you get some rain again. And as you can see over there, we still have a lot of the flowers, and I don't like to open up the colonies at a time when the temperature on the outside is that low. You see, a lot of the flowers have opened up now. And check this out. There's just one bee sitting on my index finger there, cleaning off herself. I'll just leave her there to clean herself while I do the little video. Yeah, man. So right there you could see most of the flowers has opened up now, and in spite of the rain, the bees will still be able to get some of that nectar from it. So I'm just helping them out with having the feeder out here. When they finish with that, I would hope that I could get some good sunshine so I can open up these colonies here and see what they're doing. Remember, if you have more space, more open space inside the colonies, it will mean that the bees will have more work to do. So I narrow the space right down to what you're seeing here. All these containers that you're seeing here has has solid feed in it, which is a container with a pot spoon of honey, and you fill it up with sugar, granulated sugar. So that will tidy them over during the time that you take to give them the liquid. And even if you put liquid in there and they drink out all the liquid, they have the solid to fall back on. So in a case like this where it is raining and I am unable to, not really unable now, but I don't want to open up these colonies to expose the brood nest to lower temperature, which might cause chill brood, or in some cases it might even cause rubbing. I prefer to feed by putting a empty box and let them feed through that. Anyhow, this is what is happening here. I thought I should give you a little heads up as to what is happening right here at the Good Honey Bee Yard. This bee really like me or something. It's still there on my finger. See him there? See her there? So don't forget, give me a thumbs up, like and share, subscribe, ring that bell icon, tell a friend. Most of all, thanks very much for watching. As I continue here, today really calm, you know, it's like about 25 degrees Celsius. Humidity is, I think, 95%. No UV index right now. The wind speed is, no wind speed at all. And I guess I will just go and do some other stuff. These bees are doing pretty well. Everything is calm, as you see in front. The whole area is calm and quiet. I hope it's not a calm before the storm. Right now we have a big storm heading up north. So there are many things I would like to do. One of them is I need to make some foundation, because as soon as the weather clears, I want to open up these colonies and put in the second set of foundation for them to build out. And as you would have noticed, like for instance this colony right here, I only operate single brood with excluders. So what you're looking at is a single brood box with a excluder, queen excluder, 2 supers, inner cover, super to cover the feed that I have inside there. Then it will have another inner cover, and then the telescopic lid. So that way I have to go down in there in the brood box and recycle those frames, always making sure that the queen have adequate space to lay. And you see, as I'm talking, the rain is starting to drizzle a little more right now. So November, December, we having this kind of a weather. I hope that it doesn't it don't prevent the soap vine from oozing the nectar and the bees from getting it. Some years we have this kind of thing happening where you get a lot of rain and then that soap vine crop is not as we would like. Still get a little something, but you know, not as what we would like at all. So we just have to hope that nature favor us this year. And I haven't neglected my duty in terms of corn planting, you know. A couple of days ago I planted corn, so Let's go and see what they look like. And they're looking wonderful, man. Whoa, look at that. We have this corn over here coming up really nice. And we have the ones that are planted a couple days ago. They burst out of the ground already, as you would see. All of them. So it's just a matter of time now that as soon as they get fall leaf, I will come and side dress them and we're good to go. We have another gardening going on over here, you know. I don't stay and sit idly by. See how my crop is coming up. We have quite a few things here. These are okras. We have tomatoes. We have okras here. And you see there's a bee inside here taking the pollen. There you go. So she's doing a nice job there of fertilizing the okra. She have a company. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Across here we have some peppers, which is, this one is what is sweet pepper. And we have this big bird pepper. We have some eggplant. See, the tomato is already beginning to put out its flower. All the corn that was planted here has already been reaped out. We have the eggplant here. And also we have some chive. We have a barbadine. See how nice the barbadine coming up? This is a barbadine. When it make fruit, I will shoot off that video to you. Another one here. So we have quite a few things that is going into the ground here. Across here we have, this is Bodhi. It's a vining crop. So we have to put the what we will call a machan, which is like all that bamboo covering there, so that the plants will be able to go up like that barbadine and grow up on it and be able to just come underneath and pick the fruits. So we have some sorrel here. No, that is okra. Yeah, man. So we're doing a lot of stuff all the way around to make sure that the bees can get some pollen and nectar. All these are planting, the planting fig. You have some more of the tomatoes there. Okay, so that is enough for the gardening part of it. See the okras? Nice okra. You just need to pick this okra at this age. You get a couple of them and you steam it, and you'll be surprised how lovely that goes down with your meal. Yeah, man. See, there's another okra there. The thing about the okra is you will have to pick it every day because it grows so fast. And what you're looking at here is cassava. We have a nice cassava patch going on here. And of course across on this side we have the corn and so on. Yeah, man. So if you notice all the dark clouds up on the eastern side coming down there, so it's more rain again. And I still have my company with me. See her there? She keeping my company. It seems as though she got overwhelmed by the syrup, and my sweet potato patch is looking really nice. Yes, folks, so the colonies are in good order. Everybody quiet because of the temperature and the fact that they're getting food right there. Everything looking nice and clean. No dead bees on the ground. So there's no bad smell in the area. So I wouldn't want to go and interfere with them at all. Just have to do the normal thing of maintenance. So I'm going to get myself prepared and ready to do some foundation, and just keep checking the bees, and in the day and in the night and all different times to ensure that they are going good. Yeah, man, that is what I'm talking about. Okay, folks, so I'll have to come back to you another time. And another thing is, you must keep your area clean too. I like to keep my area around the colonies here in the apiary clean. So I will need to do some weedicide spraying of the bush around here. I like to have it more clean than this. That way, once you keep the area clean, you will find that the army ants wouldn't be encouraged to come. Because if you notice, let me show you. Army ants like to come and interfere with your bees. They walk up the legs of the stand, and they will do a nice number on your bees. In one night, they could eat down more than 30,000 bees. So if you notice here, when I used to have these stands out in the open, didn't have no covering over. See, I have a covering here. So what I did was to put some additional pieces of tile, because the ground here isn't level, and I would put the tiles like that. If you notice, I have a little foot there. See that little foot? That is to stabilize the whole thing. And this covering here is what will prevent the oil from being washed away when it rains. I used to have a container underneath there to collect or to keep the oil, but since this year, I stopped using that. I don't have these bees in the open air anymore, so you don't really need that so much. What usually happens is the bees will go down in the oil and they will die, and over time it will build up dead bodies of bees there, and that carry a bad smell as well. So the bees don't like that. They keep trying to get inside it to take out that smell, and they get caught up with the oil, and there's more and more bees getting themselves drowned. So I stop using that method. So what we have here, we still have the covering on the bee stand, and of course in the bee stand too, you need to also put a brace to stabilize it. This is the height of the stand is 2 feet, and it is 16 inches wide, and you could make it as long as you want. And you put your colonies to sit on it. The next thing is, when I had it out in the rain, I would take these pieces of shim and I'll put it underneath the back of the colony, to lift the back of the colony up a bit, maybe by an inch or half inch, and that will tilt the colony forward. So if it rain, or when it rain, it will, and if any of that water get inside the colony, it will run to the entrance and drip off, so that the bees don't have to deal with all that water inside the colony itself. So leaving these shims here helps me to put the smoker. I could put the smoker right there and it will be stable and balanced. So that is why you see the shim is still there. I don't need to put those shim underneath the colonies because they're not getting rained on. So if you notice, almost everywhere I have that little piece of shim. So that's another recipe for you. That's how I do my thing here. Look, we have a little back entrance there. See that little hole there? The bees will usually come through that little hole. That's a back entrance. I need to close it up. It's always best to have your bees close up, except if you want to do bee venom therapy. You would need a hole to the back of the colony like that. So you will be able to capture your bees easily. So you have another hole here, and some of those bees are looking out. They're peeping out. Watch. See them? So if you go back and look at some of my videos on bee venom therapy, you will see exactly how I am able to capture these bees in the bottle for doing bee venom therapy. So that's all I can contribute to you for you today, and come back next time now, man. Don't leave me here by myself. Just open up your phone, go up on YouTube, type in The Good Honey, and I am right down here in the beautiful Caribbean island of Trinidad. I am Hans T. Yaman, and I hope you have a pleasant day today. You see, this is second day in the new week, so you know you still have a couple of days to ensure that you take care of your bees correctly. I see those bees. Now the next thing is, it just come to mind, when you feed bees in the open like this, or if you don't use the drip method and you just put the straw inside the container, what you could have happening is you can encourage varroa to multiply, to spread from one colony to the next. Because when these bees are doing like this onto one another, the varroa could jump from one bees to the other, piggyback on them, and next thing you know, you have a varroa infestation taking place. But right now, I don't have, my varroa count is very, very low. Last time I checked, the varroa, I got what, two varroa in the colony. So my varroa count really low. I don't need to be worried at all. The apivar strips, it seems like I wouldn't have to use any of that. I used it last year, in fact last season, after not using it for quite a few seasons. And well, this year it seems like with this season coming up, I wouldn't have to use any of it. I try my best not to use any of those things as much as possible. Keeping your bees strong, and my method of varroa eradication works well. You know, if you check my videos again, and you'll see how I do the varroa mite control by cutting out the drones, shaking them out, knocking them out, and that way my varroa counts get very low. You know, some of these bees only looking to land on my finger, on my ears, on my back of my neck. They're not stinging, you know, but just because they see me here, you know, they're looking to come and land on me. I don't know, I must see a landing port or something. Anyhow, so that's what's going on right now. I'm checking the weather, seeing what I can do for the colonies, making plans, and I guess we'll catch you in our next one, huh? Yeah, man. All right, folks.